Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you are all doing good and studying very hard. Today, we will solve one more problem of Virudo kinematics chapter, and this problem is really interesting. Like, you are going to learn a new method, and you will be amazed to see like this can be a method to solve a problem. And neither in this question, let me tell you, neither we are doing complete integration and now it can be solved without integration. But yes, you have to make equation using integrals and then you will eliminate integrals, so it will be very interesting and you will get to learn a lot. Okay students, so without wasting any more time, let's read this question and let's see how we can solve such questions. A point A moves uniformly with a velocity v so that the vector v is continuously aimed at point B. Okay, there is one point B and there is point A. Point A is moving uniformly with velocity v and its velocity vector is always directed towards point B. Okay, and point B, which in turn moves rectilinearly, means on a straight line, and uniformly with velocity u, means this point B is moving on a straight line with speed u. So let me draw this at least, because in order to solve any question you must be comprehending the situation and imagine the situation also. So this is suppose a straight line on which this particle B is moving. This is, so B is moving like this with speed u. Okay, fine. Now I will move. At initial moment of time, V is perpendicular to U, and points are at the separation of L. Okay, so point are at separation L. Suppose point A is here. Let me draw it here. Point A, and its velocity is perpendicular to U. Now, one thing, U is like this, so velocity must be like this only. And as they have said that point A is continuously aimed at point B, so I could have imagined point A here also. But if I assume point A is here, then its velocity would be like this, and it is not pointing toward point B at this time. So according to question, point A must be directly just below it. So this is the velocity vector of point A, and point A must be here. I think you understood what is the catch here. Now this is the first part of the problem. You comprehended the language and imagine the situation. One more thing, how motion will happen. So slowly he will be moving, this point B will be moving on the straight line, and at this point of time t is equal to 0, point B is here, so his velocity is here. Now when particle point B come at this place, then the velocity will be in this direction at some angle. So obviously particle A, point A is not going to move like this straight line, it is going to move in curved path, right? let's let's draw at any instant of time. Suppose point A moved like this, and at any instant of time, suppose, let me draw it again because I need space. Okay, I think this would work. Suppose point A, at any time point A is at this point, this place, and its velocity must be like this, then its velocity must be like this. So if a particle A is moving in this direction, then point B must be here. At any point of time point B must be here then, and it is obviously moving with its velocity u. I think you can now imagine how they are going to, at every time, at any instant of time, point A, velocity of point A must be directed toward B, right? Okay, now let's solve this using relative motion also, and whatever concept we know we will apply everything, you will see. let's say this is angle theta. So I think this is also angle theta, and let me extend it further. This is also angle theta. Now what we can see here. Now I am solving this problem, right? By the time point A and point B meet, we can say distance between them will decrease to 0, right? So distance, one thing, the initial distance between them was L. So as we can see that particle B is not having any component of velocity in this direction. Suppose this is x, this is y, so I can say velocity of B in this direction is 0. So if A has to meet B, then A must at least travel L distance L in y direction, distance L in y direction, right? So you can see this is v vector, this is v vector. Velocity of point A in y direction will be v sine theta, right? So what I will do, displacement along y direction is equal to L. So displacement along y direction can be written as integration of Vy, Vay, because particle A is moving toward y direction, Vay into dt should give L. Am I right, students? This is time t, in time t. And Vay is actually V sine theta. So I can say V common, because V is a constant, so I am taking it out now only. Sine theta into dt is equal to L, 0 to t. This is one integral we know. Let's see if we can use this in further solution. Now we need one more equation at least to solve this question, and we need actually integration of sine theta dt. We also know, now I am going to use relative concept. Hmm, if we see that along x, what is the distance, what is the relative distance that must be covered, because both particle are moving with constant speed. Along x, if we see, they both are at the same x coordinate, right? And finally also they will be at same x coordinate. So along x, displacement in x, relative displacement in x, or let me see, displacement of b with respect to a in x direction is going to be 0, because initially also they are having same x coordinate, and finally suppose they meet here, then also they will be having same x coordinate. So displacement of a particle v with respect to a in x direction will be 0, and that means displacement, how we will write displacement, it will be velocity of b with respect to a in x direction into dt must be equal to 0. I think you understand the situation. And what is the relative velocity of these particles along x? So this is the x component of velocity, this is the x component of velocity, v sine, v cos theta, v cos theta. So relative velocity, velocity of along x, relative velocity along x. So relative velocity of b along with respect to a along x will be equal to u minus v cos theta. We know that velocity of a with respect to b hota hai v a minus velocity of b with respect to a will be equal to velocity of b minus velocity of a. But if we want to find relative velocity along x direction only, then we have to take their x component of velocities only, and that is u minus v cos theta. So dt is equal to 0, 0 to t, and here we can write it will be u into t, because I have already taken this dt inside and also did integration. So u into t is equal to u into t minus v is constant, integration of cos theta into dt, 0 to t is equal to 0. So I'm getting this. Here already we have integration of sine theta into dt, and here we got cos theta dt. If we could have got integration of sine theta into dt, then we could have replaced this at least. But okay, we will try to find another equation because we cannot solve it further. Let's write this equation 2. What we can do further? Now here we are going to learn some new concept, new thing. We are going to discuss the relative velocity along the line joining the particles. Now we are changing our coordinate axis. Let's look at this line, along the line joining the particle. Along the line joining the particle, this what is the velocity of particle A with respect to B? If we see, what is the particle velocity of particle A with respect to B along the line joining particle? So we are seeing that a particle is moving like this with speed u at an angle theta, and B has net velocity here in this direction, but it has components. Here it is u cos theta and it is u sin theta. This is angle theta, this is particle B. So along this line, if we try to find relative velocity, so velocity of A with respect to B along AB, I will say it is V minus u cos theta, right? And tell me what this relative velocity is doing. What this relative velocity is doing? What is the purpose of this velocity here? If they have relative velocity along the line joining them, then their distance will decrease here. This relative velocity is decreasing the distance. I can write whatever their relative distance was, v minus u cos theta into dt. Integration of v minus u cos theta into dt will be equal to the distance covered. Suppose in time t, the distance between both the particle becomes 0. That means they will meet at this time. I can write v minus u cos theta into dt is equal to L, because the initial distance between these two particles is L, and v minus u cos theta is responsible for decreasing the distance. So by the time they meet, v minus u cos theta into dt must be equal to L. I hope students you got it, and this is the new step you have to learn. You have to again come and practice. If you have doubt, then you can again come and watch this video, but you have to practice it yourself in order to become expert in using this concept. I have just used that relative speed along the line joining the particle is equal to relative distance traveled divided by time. But as relative velocity is varying with time, I have to do integration. So relative speed along the line joining the particle into dt, integration of this term will give the relative distance. So I have used this. This is the main thing. This is very important. This is new and you must learn this now. And now question is solved. See, we needed u cos theta or u sin theta, so we got u cos theta into dt. Now I will write v into t minus u, as u is constant, cos theta into dt is 0 to t is equal to L. And now here, from here I can say cos theta into dt 0 to t can be written as ut by v. So v into t, let me scroll it down, v into t minus u into ut by v is equal to L, and we can and now we will get v into L divided by v square minus u square. So this is the time of meeting. I hope students you understood the question and how we write this equation. This is really important. Let me tell you again that the relative distance is equal to the integration of relative speed relative speed integration of relative speed along the line joining particle along line joining particles, that is joining particles into dt. Simple as distance is equal to integration of speed, and that is equal to, if speed is constant, suppose if speed is constant, then I can say speed into time. So this is what I applied. I hope students this is clear. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe and also press the bell icon so that you get the notification of all the questions daily. Okay students, happy learning.